Hi guys, this is the mystical elf. She's absent at the moment. She's gone to the toilet. Sure that you all wanted to know that. Just get the incense going. There we go. If you see any smoke, it's because of the incense. Just going to smudge the cards. Smudge the cards. So, firstly we use sage. Sage. This is the sage. It stinks, by the way. So you do that. You don't need fire or anything. You just smudge the cards with it. It's not a very interesting part of it. Just have to make sure it gets every single card. You do know I'm recording. Told you. And you do the playing cards as well. So you do to both cards you smudge. The mystical elf is not absent anymore. She's not in the toilet no more.
Thank you for that.
That's alright. So that's with the smudge pile. Bundle. Smudge bundle. It's nearly gone out anyway. And then you've got the Palo Santo.
Palo Santo.
That's what I just said.
It's a Palo Santo.
I said Palo Santo. I don't know where the lighter is, the big lighter, but it's okay, I'll do this. I'm not a pyromaniac.
She is secretly. Secretly, she's pyromaniac. Why did the camera get twisted? I'm no longer.
No, not yet. You're not, because I'm doing this, and I. You'll be in frame in a minute.
You'll be in frame.
So we've got quite a few readings to do tonight. Not all are going to be. What's Palo Santo? Stinks. We're not going to be doing all of them on video, but the first ones they're done.
Thank you.
Do you want? Oh God! Do you want to talk about your ball? Love. She's praying on it.
Right,
Hang on.
the ball. My wonderful mystical ball. I do have a bigger ball that I use for main readings, but for a reading like this, I'm going to use my smaller portable ball, which my beautiful daughter bought for me. She also bought me my main ball as well.
The main ball's got big green dragon on it.
Yeah. And he's upstairs being washed in the moonlight. So.
Yeah, it's just where he always is.
Well, he gets washed in the moonlight where he's in.
He doesn't know, because he's not near the window.
Right in line with it. Right.
She doesn't use him much. Don't think she likes him really. His name's Puff.
I love him a lot, but
Puff.
yeah.
Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea.
Well, that's why it's called Puff.
Sing it then.
Puff the
Go on.
Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Donnelly. Yeah, I don't know the rest of it. I know bits of it, but
I know the main bit. Which
yeah,
is
the little boy, and he took him fancy stuff, and he loved that rascal Puff. But he grew up. Dragons are forever, not so little boys. They get on and grow up.
Oh gosh, you're gonna start crying in a minute. Two little boys makes her cry as well.
I hate that song. Do not do that.
Little boys.
Each had a wooden horse. Bravely they play.
She's gonna start crying in a minute. One little chap then had the mishap.
Broke off his horse's head.
That's not very nice.
Cried for his toy, then wept with joy, as his young playmate said, "Do you think I would leave you crying when there's room on my horse for two? Climb up here, Jack, we'll both be flying. I can go."
Alright, stop, because you're going to start crying.
Too.
Oh, God. See? She cries.
I hate that song.
Well, stop singing it then. She don't like the end of it. What's the tune at the end of it?
The last post.
The last post.
And it goes da 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 da.
We had the last post in Southend.
I cried then.
What? At the pub?
Oh no. That's the last post as in postage. That's the last post as in dead people.
They are dead. They died.
Both of them.
God, they were together. They were happy.
That's sad.
Oh, just get on with the card reading.
Right.
Jeez. This is why she shouldn't listen to music. You're right.
Yeah.
Uncle Ken used to sing that song. He was my uncle and her brother, and he used to sing that song. Didn't he?
Yeah, but maybe if I think wrong, Farry sang it and what he done, maybe that'll help. Right.
This is the full moon. Mother!
Hang on.
Reading. If she ever stops crying.
Right.
Concentrate.
I'm
Concentrate.
fine. Right.
Jesus.
So for your morning looks like Alice Cooper right
You don't
now.
actually, but if you keep crying, you will.
I can't even fix that song now. The camouflage does it as well.
Whoa.
Oh, there we go.
Camouflage.
He only died as well.
In the middle of what the wheelies. I had that stuck in my head earlier.
Right.
There was an awfully big moment.
Okay. Or this rather small mother will kill you.
No, isn't she? Oh, did you know that full moon's taking a chance and learning from your mistakes?
Yeah, and it's also in Capricorn.
What?
It's the full moon in Capricorn.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, it's the full moon in Capricorn. Don't know what that means.
It means it's in Capricorn, doesn't it?
It's in a Capricorn. I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you. Spell it.
Thank you. Ugh. I am human.
Okay, Spirit, can you tell me what the full moon is going to bring my collective, please?
Bala 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 boo. Bala boo. It's 5. This bit's quite boring.
Well, I'm sorry it's boring.
Just making a noise. Snuggle off. Snuggle off.
I have 10 cards.
Then
The first one is communication.
is it
And
though?
something coming in.
Is it though?
Yes, it's communication is something very easy.
But is it?
Yeah.
Severed. No, that's not right. Communication, quick decisions, rapid action, and movement.
Something coming in and communication.
Something coming in and communication.
Which is what I said.
Yeah.
So you may be hearing about something that you have been waiting to hear about. Maybe for some time. This is the actual month when some action is going to be taken. So you'll be hearing about what's going on and what's going to be happening, and
that could be luck or love, or something's going to change because you've got the Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune. Now, I'm looking at that as lockdown is more or less over, and I'm saying that because we've got the reunion card straight after that.
Or the hen party, as she calls it.
I call it the hen party, but that is actually, maybe that's meeting up with family that you haven't seen for a while because you haven't been able to.
What's that over? 3 of Cups. What else does that mean? Because it usually has more than one meaning. Reunion party, celebration, third party. It could be a third party though. It could be like in a relationship or a friendship, and someone's trying to kind of like wiggle their way in.
And the thing is, I'm looking at that as you're going to see friends that you haven't been able to see, because I'm hoping to go and see a friend that I haven't been able to see for a while.
But just be warned, because it could mean like a reunion or something, but bless you. It could also mean someone's trying to muscle in on your.
If there's a close friendship between two people,
Me and Michelle.
like her and Michelle, and somebody tries to muscle their way in, then that it could be that kind of situation. If the two of you are very, very close and someone else is trying to be like, oh, you know, you've arranged to go and have lunch with her, but come and have breakfast with me, and then they try to detain you in some way. It could be that kind of situation. I'm not saying it is.
It could be a reunion, but
It could be a reunion between friends
cautious.
or family or loved ones or whatever. But
be cautious.
yeah, just keep your eye open. And I'm thinking that there's going to be a bit of an argument, because I think it may be that muscly in one, because this card, she knows what's the truth and what's a lie. She's
the High Priestess.
She's the High Priestess, and she's very knowledgeable, and she knows what's the truth and what's the lie and what's going on and what's not. And
she's also wisdom, and she knows all secrets.
Yeah.
And she's the inner voice as well.
So if there is somebody who's trying to muscle in, now your inner voice may well have told you this. You know, like that little voice that you get in your head, that little niggly little voice that says, oh, this may not be what it seems. Then just take heed. I told you, you've got your warning.
It's 1X, isn't it?
Yes, she's luxury and abundance, I believe.
Confidence, luxury, rewards, empowered.
Yeah, that's this one. She has everything that she wants. Now, I'm looking at this as, again, end of lockdown. You've got your friends back. You've got your family back. You're at liberty to pretty much go where you want.
So you're feeling confident.
Reason. So you're feeling confident. You're feeling like, yeah, I'm back. And, yeah, you are. And then we've got this one. This card, how do I put this politely? It's a phallic symbol. And it's
inspiration, desire, and more power.
Yeah, inspiration, desire, and more power. Now this could mean that if you want to do something like giving up smoking or something like that, which really you should have done throughout lockdown, because you're locked in your house and you didn't have a contact with anyone. That would have been the ideal time to do it. But willpower, maybe you've got lockdown podge and you want to lose it now. Maybe you've got lockdown skin. You want to get it sorted out. Maybe you got the lockdown blues and you want to lose it.
All free, you tick the box.
Now would be the time to try and do it because, as I say, lockdown is ending. It hasn't ended officially yet, but it is ending. So
I just want to go away.
I know you.
It's
So,
not too much to ask, is it?
but also it could be a new relationship because this is a phallic symbol. You all know what phallic symbol means. And it could mean that there's a new love coming your way. It could mean that
It's not a reading for me, unfortunately.
there is a relationship that might not be all it seems to be.
Yeah.
So, you know, as soon as I said there's that third party there, I would look out. You know, just keep your eyes on and your mind sharp. And talking of sharp minds, we've got the Page of Swords. Now, I think he's cutting out rubbish. No, he's not cutting out rubbish.
It's curiosity, someone coming in and communication and offer.
Right, well, that's pretty much what I said with that one, isn't it?
There's a lot of communication and offers coming in here.
Yeah, now, I was going to say, if you're looking to move house and you're looking for
Oh, no, not this again.
No, I'm just saying what I'm told. If you're looking to move house and you're looking for a mutual exchange...
Tell you what, Spirit's got decorated on the brain.
No, it's not decorating, it's moving.
Oh, it's moving. That's another one.
I mean, as I say, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got communication coming in, and we've got this one, which again is opportunity and communication coming in. So if you're looking to get a mutual exchange or a moving house or whatever, you may actually hear about it now. If you've ordered something that you're waiting for, quite eagerly anticipating,
I was with my Cassie, mate.
you might hear about it. So if you've applied for something, it might be something you're going to hear about. That is Creature Comfort, Safe and Home, isn't it?
It's safe, security, prosperity and abundance.
Safe, security, prosperity and abundance, which basically is what I said. It's Creature Comforts, it's being at home and over and everything.
No, Creature Comforts is his missus. He's missus.
Yeah, he's missus, but it's also... It's his Creature Comforts, it's home, safe, abundance.
Yeah, but it's not like Creature Comforts is written there on hers.
Well,
not on his.
anyway, it's home and safe and abundance. Now, abundance is not money. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be you've got everything you want around you. It could be you've got your family around you. You've got a full cupboard in your kitchen.
We've got a full freezer.
That is abundance.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm not happy.
Abundance is having what you need around you. It's having what you want around you. Safe. You feel safe and comfortable at home. And the thing is, I know that now we're coming out of lockdown, a lot of people feel safe at home and they don't really want to venture out because they're afraid of what's on the outside. I'm not like that naturally anyway because I'm agoraphobic. But everyone is sort of showing some kind of agoraphobic symptoms.
Yeah, I don't want to go out.
Because they can't go out.
I don't
They
want to go
haven't
out.
been able to go out and now they can and they're not. I don't want to now. So, that's that one. Then we've got the King of Cups. Now, he's a sympathetic ear. He's tea and sympathy, isn't he? He's rich tea and sympathy, that one.
No, he's love, emotional support and vulnerable.
Exactly, tea and sympathy, love, emotional support and vulnerable.
I don't know what tea and sympathy means.
When you're feeling very sorry for yourself and you go around to your friend and she gives you a cup of tea and she gives you some rich tea biscuits that you don't eat and says, don't worry, it'll all get better.
No one says that to me.
I do.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
sometimes.
that's him.
Or she's just like, deal with it.
Now, please bear in mind, the tarot is genderless. That could be a woman, it could be a man. It's usually someone that you can talk to who will listen without judging. And basically listen to all your problems, give you a cup of tea and say it's not as bad as you think, let's look at a solution.
La, 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 la.
So that is basically what that one is. And then we've got Justice, which is basically what I've told you all the way along. Balance it up. Look at your options. Weigh them up. And just go with your gut. Listen to your inner voice.
Cut out the bad. Karma will play its part, and it will put things right.
And I will just clarify that at the bottom of the deck.
No.
I wish this was mine. Looking out. Now, as I've said, for those of you who are looking to move home or who want to buy some new stuff or basically make a new start.
Or go on holiday.
Or go on holiday.
Mm?
Or go on holiday. This is a thinking about it card. It's looking at the big picture. It's looking out.
Looking at rapid growth and expansion.
Yeah. So you're looking to branch out. And also, you know, if you're thinking of moving home, if you're thinking of going on holiday,
Now's the time to do it.
well, now's the time to definitely think about it and see how much it's going to cost and where you're going. And whether
Does
it's
that
on the
include
green
me?
list. Well, it's not on the green list.
No, neither of the places that all three of the places that I
Nine of
was going.
Cups. You're striving to get to your 10.
Looking for
But
perfection.
strangely enough,
Hang on, looking for perfection, luxury at 9 wants to be a 10. And number 10 is abundance, perfection, fulfillment, inner happiness, dreams coming true, and a happy ending.
so that's basically what you wanted all through lockdown. You've got your family, you've got your friends, you've got your freedom. What more do you want? You know, that
Yeah, but
Is
then
your
it goes
happy
down again.
hang on, that's your happy card. That is the Mutts Gonads. Then we've got moving away, thinking about past things, happy memories, fond memories.
Walking away, leaving behind, disillusionment. The grass isn't always greener.
And happy memories.
No, it's not happy memories. Happy
I don't know,
memories
the
is the
happy
other one.
memories is the dumb one.
So basically, you get your 10, but is it really what you wanted? The grass isn't always greener on the other side.
No. And what I'm saying with that, right, just say for instance, this is moving house. Yeah? You get your 10. You get to move. You get the house the size you wanted and everything else. Is it going to be the location you want? Are your neighbours going to be horrible?
Yeah, so.
So that's what you've got to look at. You may think that the 10 is all you want. Or is it? And then we've got the Knight of Swords. That's something coming at you quick. Now, this could be, as I say, it could be moving house. It
Yeah,
could
but
be an
that's
offer of
also
moving house.
impulsiveness.
Oh no, hang on a minute. It could be moving house coming in at you quick. It could be that you're being too impulsive and you're just going to say, yeah, I'll take it, even though you haven't looked into it properly.
Remember that one.
Yeah, because this one is something that's coming in and it's coming in quick. Why does someone want to move that quickly? Think about it. Just listen to your inner voice, which is up here. Listen to your inner voice. Is there someone who's trying to be a fly in the ointment for you? And also, the one I've got, the movement one, the Wheel of Fortune. Now, this is a few things. This could be movement. This could be your bad luck turning. Or it could be good luck turning bad.
No, it's not, 'cause it's not upside down.
Well, it's not upside down, but it could be. You never know with the Wheel of Fortune. It's crafty because that is one weird card.
It's a mystical card.
Yeah. So that's what I've made up from the tarot.
Pretty good though, like no death or no hanged man or anything like that. No devils. But just be careful.
Yeah, keep your wits.
Moral of the story is be careful.
jumping out. Do you want to pick? Anyone who's had a reading with me and playing cards may say, you didn't do that one when you done playing card reading with me. That's because this is a collective. It is completely different to a personal reading. If you have a personal reading with me playing cards, the whole thing is completely different. It's where I will get you to pick the cards, or you can ask Kaylee to pick the cards for you. If I have a face-to-face reading, it's different again, and I will get you to cut them 7 times.
That's annoying.
And then you have to pick 7 cards out of it. So this is a different way of doing it. It's exactly the same principle, but just a different way of doing it. So that's just for anyone who has actually had a card reading from me in the past. Right, tarot is genderless, so is playing cards, but when I get a queen, I usually do take it that it's a woman. Now, obviously, if it is a house move, the woman's usually in control. If it's going somewhere to see relatives, then the woman usually arranges it. Not always, but on the whole they do. There may be a little bit of awkwardness, because remember, you haven't seen each other for a year, and even if you're as close as brothers or twins or something, there's always that little bit of niggly underlying tension about something. All I'm telling you is it's going to work out okay, because you've got the Ace card. That is for those of you who are hoping to meet up with someone that you haven't seen for a while. Now, that too could be that someone muscling in that we were talking about from the tarot. But it might not be. It might actually be just a bit of awkwardness because you haven't seen each other for so long. I mean, you saw your sister Sally and she was sexy and thin when you saw her last, and now she's fat and spotty because the lockdown's got to her. You know, you don't say, oh, you're looking fat and spotty. You know, not unless you really want to upset her. So it's just saying be a bit careful on what you say. Don't just blurt out the first thing that comes to your head.
Think with your mind before you blurt out.
I've got a lot of mouths here. I've got 3 kings and a jack. Now, for those of you who know, a king is an adult male, someone who, or it may be a young adult male, a teenage male, it could be a young male, but they think beyond their years. They think like an older person. And a jack is that in reverse. It could be an older man who thinks like a kid, or it could actually be a kid. So there's a lot of males here. Now, as I say, I do try and do the cards genderless, but if they come up as a male or a female, you know, king or a queen, I'm going to say it. So there's something that's got up their nose. Now, I'm going to say this because Spirit is showing me it quite clearly. You're going to be having reunions with friends and family and people that you haven't seen for a while. Are your younger children actually happy about it? Is there maybe a cousin who bullies? Is there maybe an uncle that they don't like very much? Or an auntie they don't like very much? Make sure that they are happy about this, because My mum used to do it to me when I was a kid. Oh, we're going round to see your cousins. I didn't want to see my cousins. Some of them were bullies.
I didn't like it when I was a kid and I used to go around people's houses. It was boring.
Yeah, and sometimes their kids bully you, and it's not always nice.
It
So,
was boring.
and sometimes it is very boring.
Because Mum used to sit there just drinking tea talking, and I was like, nah. I wasn't mischievous when I was a child. And I couldn't be mischievous around someone else's house because she'd get me up right.
So, all it's saying is, you know, make sure that everybody is happy. This is for the men as well. If it's you that's making the decision, go around and see my brother Mike. Make sure that everyone's happy with that. If you do go and see your brother Mike, and your kids are not particularly happy with it, take them down the park with you and have a kick about with football and your brother Mike. You know, it's not just for you. This is for everybody. This is like, for once we've got some freedom and we can go out and do as we please. You may never have taken your kids over the park and had a kick about with them. Have you thought about that? I mean, before, when we were having our break, before we went on to the Mystic Hill, we were talking about when we went to East Beach. And I decided I was going to run and I was saying to Kaylee, do the Baywatch theme. And she didn't know the Baywatch theme, so she was doing the 18 theme. And we still remember that, don't we? Me running down in
That's
slow
why when
motion.
she came downstairs, she went, da, da, da.
Yeah, like this, and running along the beach in slow motion. And trying to be sexy. I thought, oh, there I am, I'm thinking I'm Pamela Anderson, and she's doing the 18, she thinks I'm Murdoch. So, you know, just be aware that not everyone is going to be 100% happy with your decision. And if they're not, try and make it so as they are. Just try and make it fun for everyone, because we don't want anyone to be upset, do we?
Yes.
And if you go to view a place, if it is moving a house, make sure they have their say. I asked you first, didn't I? I always asked her opinion because she's got to live there as well. Getting something about a pet here.
No.
I'm seeing a dog.
No. Is it a cute dog?
I don't know, I can't see the dog. I'm seeing the dog. It's about a dog. All I know is it's a male dog.
No.
And it hasn't been particularly well.
No.
Take the dog out and give it a really good walk. Let it have a run if possible.
But, hang on, I just got to, right. If it is hot outside, this sounds really weird. Get some little socks for your dog. Because if it's too hot for you to walk on the path with no shoes on, it's too hot for your dog to walk on the path with no shoes on. So, either walk on grass or get the dog some little socks. Because you risk burning paws, and paws are very sensitive.
But
Just thought I'd put that one out there.
I'm getting this that the dog seems to have been under the weather. Take the dog out
With socks on.
for a long time. Let the dog have a run if possible.
With socks on.
Yes, Kaylee. Be responsible. Don't let it off the lead if there's cats or other dogs or animals, other animals like ducks and things. Be responsible, but if you can let the dog have a run, then do it, because the reason why the dog seems to have been under the weather is because the dog is bored.
Like the cats.
Very, very bored. And yeah, it seems under the weather. Take the dog out. Let the dog have a run if you can. Take it for a good walk. You need the exercise as well. You've been locked up as well.
That's me.
So,
Saying everyone's a fatty.
no, I'm just saying that everyone's been locked up and they need the air as well. So, take the dog out. It is definitely a dog. It is not a cat. It is not a gerbil. It is not a goldfish. It is a dog. And I'm seeing a male dog. It could be a female dog. But it's a dog of some description. So, have you got a dog that you keep in the house because you can't be bothered to take it for a walk?
That's cruel.
Take it for a walk. Take it for a run if you can to let it off the lead.
And you can get little socks on Amazon or eBay.
Or get someone who's got a bit of energy who can run with a dog. Because if you're stir crazy...
By the way, your umbrellas just falling down.
Oh, great. If you're stir crazy, top or bottom one?
The spotty one.
It's a sticky. If you're bored and going stir crazy, then it's guaranteed that your dog is bored and going stir crazy too. So, get the dogs out, let them have a run, let them off the lead if you can.
That's why you got the cats, a cat harness.
Yeah,
Now cats don't go out.
Not working very well, but we've got the
No.
cat ones.
So he freaks out now. I might have to take him in the back garden a bit.
Has your marriage been going stale over lockdown? Are you sick of the sight of each other? Are you sick of the sight of a teenage daughter or a teenage son? Are you fed up with being in each other's pockets? Because the chances are if you're fed up, they're fed up too. Lockdown has been tough on all of us. We've been on top of each other, stuck on top of each other, forced to be together even if we don't want to be. If you're fed up with it, then the chances are everyone in the house is fed up with it. Don't be selfish. Don't be like, oh, I've had to put up with it, and you can put up with it too. Don't be selfish. Listen to them. What do they want to do? Do they want to go for a walk around the park? Do they want to...
Take a picnic.
Do they want to do some gardening?
No.
Do they want to barbecue?
Yes. No. Not me.
Make up a lunch. Take a picnic. Go to the park. It's an outing. Now, you can say, oh, me. Now, we have had many points where we've been skint. We've been brassic. And we've made sandwiches and got to a park or something. At first she moaned. They bore me, boom. But when we got to the park and she got on the swings and stuff like that, she loved. Did you or did you not?
Yeah.
So
Just how getting me back off the swings to go home.
yeah, that might be a problem. But if your child is bored, or a teenager, or this could even be a partner. If you're bored, then they're going to be bored as well. Just find something to do. And it could be anything. It could be going for a walk. It could be going for a picnic in the park. It could be having a barbecue. It could be doing a bit of gardening. Anything like that. Anything. As long as there is fresh air involved. Because, let's face it, we've been locked up. And we've been locked inside. We don't want to stay indoors anymore. We want to get some air. Even if it's only in the backyard. So, if you've got a paddling pool, fill up the paddling pool and sit there with your feet in it or something. You know, you don't have to...
Or sit in it.
Or sit in it. You don't have to go to great expense. You don't have to be extravagant.
I might get a paddling pool.
You know, just a cheap paddling pool in the backyard. If you're more sporty, have a game of rounders. If your garden is overgrown like mine is, play a game of weed whacking before you have the game around us, because otherwise you go trip over bindweed and you break your neck. But make a game of doing chores as well. Because, I mean, we're all bored with being indoors. I'm bored with being indoors. You're bored with being indoors. Get out into the air. Do something. Have a picnic. Do something.
I want a barbecue.
Yes, but we've got a great big barbecue and there's only us. I mean, if I can get the little one built up again.
It's rusty.
Well, the other one probably ain't in much better shape, so... I've got 3 barbecues out there.
3?
Yeah, I've got 2 barbecues and a chimney out,
Oh, yeah.
which is also a barbecue.
Is it?
Yeah. Right. I believe I'm talking teenagers. It's coming up as a Jack. Could be an adult who thinks more childish. Could be a teenager or a child. But I think I'm talking teenagers. I'm seeing teenagers. They may get PE at school. But
I never did that.
who likes PE at school?
I never did that.
Or games? I hated it. However, when it came to going home and playing out with my mates, my actual mates that I went to primary school with, like Billy and people I'm now back in touch with, weirdly, it was a different matter. We'd fill up in an inner tube and go floating on the canal. I don't recommend it, but that's what we used to do. We used to go and play on Surreal. Again, I don't recommend it, but that's what we used to do. So you want to go out and do something with your mates. I am not talking about hanging around outside a supermarket or hanging around on a street corner and just
Annoying everyone.
being irritating. I'm talking about actually going out
Go to a skate park or something.
and doing something. There are skate parks that some of them are free, some of them charge a small fee. You don't like skating? Fine. Rent out a tennis court. You don't have to actually know how to play tennis. You just bat a ball backwards and forwards. That costs about a £5 to rent out a tennis court.
Go play basketball.
Go play basketball. Go swimming. You know, there are a lot of things you can do. There's a basketball court in nearly every park. Just go and play basketball. Even if you don't play by the rules and you don't know how to play basketball, you can
Shoot
try
some
and get
hoops.
it. Exactly, shoot some hoops, try and get the ball through the hoop. Now, I'm not saying that this is true of everybody, but a lot of people have got very lazy during lockdown. We have. And, you know, it's not... I'm not talking about going out and trying...
Sorry, that flower's hanging me.
I'm not talking about going out and trying to be an Olympic athlete. I'm just saying go out and get some activity in, especially if you're younger, especially if you're sort of like teenage years, because you've been indoors, you're bored, you want to get some activity in. And the thing is, if you just hang around outside a supermarket or on a street corner, you're going to annoy people. And next thing you know, you're branded a troublemaker, and we don't want that, do we? So go and get some activity.
I was branded a troublemaker.
Look, to rent out a tennis court at a public park costs about £5. You don't have to play tennis. It's called batting a ball backwards and forwards and just messing about.
Do you want to get on with the rest of this? Because my charger's going to go soon.
Alright. And shooting some hoops. So, we don't want Olympic athletes, but we would like to see a bit of action. Now, you are going to find something very strange. I'm getting it as a male and a female, young male and female. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. But I'm seeing a really deep connection. I'm not saying romance.
Could be though.
It could be. But I'm seeing it as someone who really gets someone. They really get their sense of humour and the way they think. It's not necessarily a romance. It could be. It doesn't necessarily have to.
It could be sisters and brothers.
Could be brothers and sisters, and you didn't realise you had so much in common until you've seen each other after a long, extended period apart.
Do that.
Sorry. So it's just, somebody is going to really get you that you never noticed before. I mean, they've probably never really been apart for this extended period before, and you didn't realise how much you actually had in common with them. But you're going to find a newfound closeness that you didn't have before, and it's going to be nice. So just embrace it. Don't like it. And finally, ladies, we've all put on a few pounds and got lockdown skin unless you're Rebel Wilson. Now, the time to act is now. Get a water aerobics course. Get some, I'm saying Stevie T again, get some Sean T videos on YouTube and do some workouts.
Don't mistake Sean T with Stevie T like she keeps doing.
I know them when I see them. Stevie T is a funny guy with glasses who is really good on the guitar. But I wouldn't like to see him do aerobics. And
You've seen his legs.
yeah, and Sean T is a big, buff guy, and I don't think he can play the guitar. But get some Sean T videos going. Watch. What's her name? Claire Roberts. She's done a steps workout video.
Kelly Brook's done one on Sky.
Kelly Brook done a dance one on Sky with some dancey guy from Strictly. As I say, there are workouts out there. Now, when you were in lockdown, I'm going to do workouts on YouTube and I'm going to be really buff by the time it's over. And you didn't. And
I started doing...
And got bored.
I got really skinny as well.
And got bored.
You guys saw me when my face was Skinner. My face was Skinner. I didn't have a double chin.
But you got bored, right?
No, I didn't get bored. We found out we weren't going to Germany and I just thought, oh, screw it.
Got bored. Lost all interest. Places are open now. You can go somewhere. You're going to go out and socialise again.
I want to go to the gym.
You can get a gym membership. You can do water aerobics. You can run around the park. You can do some workouts at home. You can work out in the back garden. You can invite your best friend round and do workouts with them. You don't have to go out alone. Everyone's a bit... But seriously, the time to act is now. The time to start getting your mojo back is now. So get up, grab it with both hands, grab it by the horns, and just go for it. There's nothing stopping you. And the last three. This is you on lockdown.
In lockdown.
This is you in lockdown. This is probably you now coming out of it.
10 and 8.
That is the euphoria that you can go places. That is the euphoria that Primark is open. I don't want to go out now. I've been in so long. No. I am going to tell you off. Do not take this freedom for granted. I mean, Boris is threatening another lockdown.
Is he?
Yes, he's threatened. He's threatened. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I hope it doesn't happen. I don't want it to happen. But, you know, don't take your freedom for granted this time. Do something with your freedom in your spare time. Do something active. Get into something. That's all I'm saying is, you know, there is a lot of things you can do out there. Right, that has been your full moon reading. Next month, I'm hoping we've all done something more interesting with our lives. I will be back very soon. I'll probably be doing a talk about pendulums, and I'll be doing another star sign. So, until then, please, if you like this video, subscribe and tell your friends. If you don't like this video, subscribe anyway. You don't have to watch the videos, and tell your enemies. So, please, please, please subscribe to Mystical Earth and leave me a comment. Because I do like to know if I'm accurate or not.
Yep.
And I won't know my accuracy unless one of you guys tells me. I won't know if I'm really rubbish. You know, and I know some people think that I'm so full of crap I squeak when I walk. I know this. But then everyone who reads tarot or does cards or anything like that gets that. I don't care. Just let me know what you think of the reading I did. Was I accurate? Was I inaccurate? Was I way off beam? Was I talking about something you don't know? It's not going to resonate with everyone, but it is the full moon reading. And it's basically saying, get out there, get active, and get your kids active, because we've been lonely, we've been idle too long. And if you do have a dog who is seeming under the weather, take that dog out for a run.
With socks on.
With or without socks on. If it's on a concrete path, with socks. If it's on grass, without. So, all I can do is tell you guys what I see, and that's what I've seen. So, I will see you probably next week, and we'll be doing something else mystical on the Mystical Earth. Until then, be healthy and happy, and I'll see you soon. Bye.